Hi, my name is Ashley Cooper, and I am an occupational therapy student at UT Health Science Center, San Antonio. Together with the help of my colleagues and fellow OT students, Taylor Bass, Ariana Erickson, Grace McGuire, Madison Poller, and Alyssa Ramirez, along with our research professor and PI, Dr. Anna Allegrecci, I present Mind in Motion, Physical Activity, and Burnout. In the fall, my class and I conducted a literature review on burnout among healthcare students. Burnout is defined as emotional exhaustion, depersonalization, and decreased sense of professional accomplishment. This is a critical issue as it not only results in stress for the student, but thinking forward, burnout as a physician has been linked to suboptimal patient care. Our mission as occupational therapists is to promote fulfillment, meaning, and participation in all areas of life, and if we cannot accomplish this ourselves, how can we expect our patients to achieve this? After researching burnout, my class and I split into smaller groups and brainstormed different physical, environmental, and psychosocial factors that can contribute to the level of burnout students attain. At the end of the fall semester, my group and I finished a literature matrix on the relationship between levels of burnout and participation in physical activity. In summary, we found that physical activity is a protective factor against burnout for students. Some studies looked at aerobic exercise or weightlifting, while others focused on leisurely activity and mindful movement. All, however, deduced physical activity led to lower levels of burnout. This past spring, my class created a survey addressing our topics of interest and the relationship to burnout level. To do this, we agreed upon a set of questions that relate to each group's topic, a set of demographic questions, and the burnout assessment tool, the BAT, which is a standardized self-report questionnaire that measures students' level of burnout from 1 low to 5 very high. We compiled these questions and sent out a survey to the School of Health Professions, and in 2 weeks received 145 responses, about a 16% response rate, and began analyzing our data. To begin, I scored the BAT per its manual, a simple process of averaging the total score by the number of items and classifying the scores into low, average, high, and very high. Our analysis shows that over 67%, 2/3 of our health profession students scored in the high to very high category, an alarming proportion of our student body. Next, I analyzed the questions I formulated related to my chosen factor, physical activity. There were 7 physical activity questions in the survey, ranging from adhering to the CDC recommendations of exercise per week to mindful movement such as taking the stairs over the elevator. These questions were answered with the same Likert scale as the BAT was, 1 meaning never and 5 meaning always. In an effort to maintain consistency in my data analysis, I decided to score participation in physical activity the same way that the BAT is scored. I took the total of the 7 questions, averaged them, and got scores ranging from 1 to 5, 1 representing never participating in physical activity and 5 representing always. To visualize how this relates to each person's burnout score, I plotted the two against each other. As you can see, a trend formed that as physical activity increased, the student's burnout score decreased. Next, our PI ran a nonparametric Spearman correlation with our data since our population was not evenly distributed. This resulted in significance in all 7 variables we tested, which was very exciting. There was a weak yet present correlation for all variables, representative of the research we studied in the fall. No matter the type of physical activity, aerobic, weightlifting, or mindful movement, all were correlated with lower burnout. Students who tend to be more physically active aren't as burnt out from their studies compared to students who do not prioritize physical activity in their weekly routine. These initial findings are super exciting. They show that implementing regular movement in your day in whatever manner suits your lifestyle and preferences best acts as a protective factor against burnout for us students. This study is limited by its irregular population distribution, so we call future studies to gather a larger, more normal distribution of health profession students. What I'd also love to highlight is the congruence of these findings with the mission of OT and AOTA's 2025 vision. OT calls you to have balance in all areas of your life: work, leisure, exercise, everything. OT says in order to achieve fulfillment and meaning in your life, you need to actively participate in all occupations. You don't become the best version of yourself by putting all of your eggs in one basket. This study demonstrates that a balance between commitment to school, along with commitment to self-care in the form of physical activity, has the potential to help individuals become happier students and, in the future, more optimal physicians. Thank you so much for watching.